I see you quiet.
Oh, you must not know what you just started.
Hey guys, it's Tamia and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show y'all how I made those viral Butterswim biscuits. I know y'all been seeing them all over your For You page. People doing with blueberries, but I did it with strawberries, so let me show y'all how I made them. First things first is we're going to grab about a handful of strawberries. I grabbed like 5, and we're going to make sure that we dice our strawberries completely. You just want to cut these up into some small pieces. So as you see, that is what I'm doing in the video, y'all. These biscuits were so good. It's very easy and straight to the point. Your strawberries should look like this, and then we're going to add it into a pot on medium-low heat, and then we're going to add in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to make our own syrup for these biscuits, y'all. I feel like these biscuits should be sweet, so that's why I decided to make a syrup. If you do not like your biscuits sweet, you can omit this option. You do not have to do this. And you can go ahead and just add the strawberries in if you would like. But I suggest that you do this, y'all. It's really good. So after that, I allowed this to heat on my stove on medium-low heat while we make our biscuits. For the biscuits, it's really easy. You don't need that much ingredients. We're going to start off by using our all-purpose flour. I used about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and then I added 2 teaspoons of baking powder, y'all. Y'all gonna go ahead and just make sure you add in your ingredients one at a time, and if you want to sift your ingredients, you can do that as well. And then I'm gonna add in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're gonna mix this in completely, y'all. We're gonna just make sure that baking powder and salt is mixed in with that flour, and then this is how our syrup should look. That's how your syrup should look, and then allow this to cool down. So in a pot or a pan, we're going to add in 2 sticks of unsalted butter. You want to use unsalted butter. Don't use no salted. And then we're going to go in and add in a 1/2 cup of buttermilk into our biscuit dough. So you're going to add your buttermilk in the center of your dry ingredients. And I also added this butter extract. That's kind of like my secret ingredient. You only need a little bit, because if you add too much, then you're going to throw off the biscuits. So we're going to mix in, but you're going to fold in your biscuit dough. You do not want to over mix this, y'all. So as y'all see with my spoon, I'm just folding the ingredients. Then I added another 1/2 cup of buttermilk. So at this point, we have 1 cup of buttermilk into our biscuit. You're going to gently fold in that buttermilk, and your consistency should start to look very thick. That's not how we want it, but it's a trust the process. So then we're going to add in another 1/2 cup of buttermilk, guys. At this point, your dough, you should be making sure that you're getting all the flour at the bottom, making sure you gently fold. Do not stir. Fold the ingredients. After that, we're going to add our cool syrup into this buttermilk. Not into our buttermilk, but into our biscuit dough, y'all. I always get tongue twisted for some reason. Let's move on. So we're going to make sure that we mix up our strawberries in there. And then as you see, your dough will start to loosen up. It will be thick, but it won't be too thick, if you know what I mean. So it should start to loosen up after you add your strawberry syrup. The biscuit dough will also change color to like this light pink, y'all. These were just so good. So then we're going to add in just another 1/2 cup of buttermilk. We don't want our biscuits to be like soupy and stuff, but this is how your consistency should look. You should continue to keep folding in your ingredients, making sure you scrape the sides, making sure you get the bottom and everything. At this point, I realized that I didn't show y'all that I added sugar into my dry ingredients. That's because we have sugar in the strawberries, but we're also going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar after we add our strawberries, just to make sure this is nice and sweet. You know, we just need that sweetness. So then after that, I went in and I added some more diced strawberries into my batter, And then at this point, your butter should already be melted in the oven. And I forgot to mention, you should already have your oven preheated to 400 degrees. I don't know why I'm forgetting to mention certain stuff, y'all, but I made sure I put it back on the screen just so if I miss anything. But after that, I added my biscuits into my pan, and I started to get a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt like it was too much butter, and I'm like, what is going on? So just to be transparent with you guys, don't be scared of this part. I did scrape a little bit of butter out just because I was scared. But I mean, it's Butterswim Biscuits. It need to be swimming in that butter. But I just scrape off a little bit. That's it. But if you want to keep your butter, keep all the butter in there, y'all. It's not going to hurt it. It's going to make those biscuits nice and moist. So after that, I just added some more strawberries on top of these biscuits. And then we're going to start off with our cream cheese glaze. I decided to use a cream cheese glaze because I just feel like cream cheese and strawberry pair so well together. So I just took my softened cream cheese and I made sure I mashed that up completely. And then I went in with 1 cup of powdered sugar. I also added some heavy cream, which was like 1 to 2 tablespoons. And I gave that a nice stir. Added some vanilla extract or butter extract. And then going to add in some cinnamon sugar, just a little bit, because it really, taste your glaze as you go. If you feel like it's not sweet enough for you, add more powdered sugar like I did, and then it's nice and smooth, y'all. You should have baked your biscuits for about 20 to 25 minutes, and this is how they come out. Nice, golden, crispy, delicious, y'all. And when I tell y'all, you can smell the strawberries like baking throughout your house. It's gonna smell so good. And then you're gonna add your glaze right out, like as soon as it come out the oven. That's it. If y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe.